What if a single photograph could challenge the image of an entire nation? In North Korea, a country known for its secrecy, a collection of revealed images offers a rare glimpse into the realities of life behind closed borders. What stories do these powerful images tell, and why have they sparked global interest? In today's video, we uncover the stories behind these 16 illegal images. Let's start. Number 16. Kim Jong-un doing? A recent photo of Kim Jong-un standing with young, uniformed girls has sparked discussion about its authenticity and purpose. Some believe it captures a genuine moment, while others view it as a photo, like many others from North Korea, inviting discussions about its context and significance. In North Korea, where leader imagery is highly controlled, such photos often invite interpretations about their deeper significance. Whether authentic or altered, the photo highlights the role of curated imagery in shaping public perception and adds to the broader discussion on leadership and representation in North Korea. But how far does this effort to shape perceptions extend beyond leadership imagery? Number 15. The cult of leadership. In North Korea, images of leaders hold significant symbolic value, often prompting acts of extraordinary protection. For instance, reports highlight a female officer who was honored for safeguarding a portrait during a fire. Similarly, a girl, Han Hong-young, was posthumously recognized for her efforts to save portraits of national leaders during a severe flood that devastated her home. Other stories have been shared, such as a farmer who managed to preserve portraits during a landslide while experiencing significant personal loss, and a factory worker who protected these images despite facing profound personal tragedy. What are your thoughts on this? What would you prioritize in an emergency: personal safety, family, or cultural symbols? Comment and chat with me. Could this unwavering loyalty be tied to other surprising aspects of daily life in North Korea? Number 14. The crumbling infrastructure. North Korea's modern Pyongyang skyline highlights progress, but rural areas struggle with poor infrastructure. Roads, bridges, and railways need repairs, and despite natural resources like gold and graphite, development remains uneven. The government prioritizes high-profile projects, like Pyongyang's skyscrapers, over essential nationwide improvements. Poor roads hinder farmers, and rail delays worsen food insecurity. While official media promotes new highways and facilities, these do not reflect the country's overall conditions. High-profile projects aim to display strength, but investing in basic infrastructure would better support citizens, as urban advancements starkly contrast with declining rural services. While Pyongyang's glimmering skyline tells a tale of progress, the worn roads and faltering railways in rural areas reveal a different story. But what about the youngest members of this society? How are their lives shaped by such challenges? Number 13. Children's role in state propaganda. In North Korea, education emphasizes loyalty and vigilance, focusing on national values rather than universal ones like kindness or critical thinking. Classrooms often center on national security topics, teaching self-defense and patriotism alongside academics. This approach nurtures a mindset aligned with leadership and the nation. As children grow, they are guided to prioritize community and national service over conventional subjects like math or language. Economic challenges in rural areas sometimes disrupt studies, but the system encourages a strong sense of responsibility and discipline. Families with more resources may provide better learning opportunities. Overall, education is structured to connect young individuals to core national principles, shaping their sense of duty and service. In a system where duty is emphasized, how do people adapt when official support is insufficient? Before exploring, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just hit the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It helps this channel so much. And if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Number 12. Informal Economic Activities. In North Korea, black markets called Jangmadang are vital for many, providing essentials like rice, clothing, and imported goods since emerging during the 1990s famine when government rations fell short. These markets operate in a gray area, tolerated in some regions but tightly regulated in others. Families depend on them to trade necessities, often taking risks to bring in foreign items like electronics and medicine, improving their living conditions. Despite monitoring and occasional raids, the markets grow, showcasing participants' resilience. While state stores cater to the wealthy, Jangbadang serves a broader population, enduring challenges like sanctions and border controls. But how do people manage when even necessities like food become scarce? Number 11. Food shortages and resource challenges. In rural North Korea, food shortages sometimes compel individuals to gather food directly from fields, contrasting with state media's portrayal of abundance. The country faces significant food challenges with factors such as outdated farming methods, changing weather, limited resources, and trade restrictions contributing to the situation. Communities often rely on alternative sources of food and water, which can pose health risks. Despite these difficulties, many demonstrate resilience through community support and informal markets, highlighting the importance of long-term, sustainable solutions. Which of these shocking revelations surprised you the most? Let us know your reactions below. We'd love to hear your perspective. Speaking of resilience, how do individuals in North Korea find creative ways to overcome energy shortages? Number 10. Solar panels amid darkness. North Korea has seen a rise in household solar panel use, driven by limited electricity access rather than environmental goals. Power is often prioritized for cities, factories, and government projects, leaving rural areas with unreliable supply. To address this, many residents use solar panels for essentials like lighting, phone charging, and small appliances. Rural areas especially benefit from solar power for pumping water and supporting small businesses. Schools and factories also use solar panels to supplement grid electricity. Despite monitoring and regulation, demand for solar energy continues to grow, highlighting people's adaptability in meeting their energy needs. Want to uncover more secrets from behind closed borders? Subscribe now and turn on the bell icon so you're the first to see our latest revelations. But what about those tasked with defending the nation? What does their daily reality look like? Number 9. The dual role of soldiers in society. In North Korea, soldiers are showcased in synchronized parades as symbols of strength and discipline, but their lives behind the scenes are difficult. Many young soldiers face limited food, harsh physical tasks, and freezing conditions with inadequate facilities. They are often assigned non-military duties, like transporting wood and working on construction projects. Food shortages in the military reflect the broader struggles of the country, with meals often limited to simple rice or corn, barely enough to sustain energy. This leads some soldiers to seek additional food or explore risky alternatives. Long service terms add to their mental strain. Despite these hardships, state media portrays the military as a source of national pride, highlighting a stark contrast between the idealized image and the soldiers' daily realities. This gap underscores systemic issues affecting their lives. Beyond the military, how are individuals navigating personal beliefs and freedoms in this controlled society? Number 8. Religious freedom. In North Korea, practicing religion is dangerous, despite the Constitution's promise of religious freedom. Possessing religious texts, attending private gatherings, or discussing faith can lead to severe discipline, with entire families sometimes facing repercussions. Authorities monitor religious activities through informants, forcing many to live a double life, outwardly conforming while secretly maintaining their beliefs. Faith provides inner strength and hope for many, and underground networks persist, fueled by resilience and determination. Organizations like Open Doors USA and Human Rights Watch highlight the ongoing restrictions, showing how faith endures as both a personal commitment and a symbol of hope. And yet, for many, even accessing healthcare can be an uphill battle. What is the state of North Korea's medical system? Number 7. North Korea's healthcare system. Healthcare in North Korea is claimed to be universal but primarily serves the elite. Despite state propaganda showcasing modern hospitals, most facilities lack equipment, staff, and basic supplies like antibiotics or vaccines. Rural clinics often operate without electricity or running water, forcing patients to bring their food, bedding, and medical supplies. The healthcare system mirrors the country's rigid class structure. While the elite in Pyongyang receive modern care, the majority face little to no treatment, often relying on bribes or connections. A World Health Organization report found fewer than half of North Koreans have reliable healthcare, with rural areas suffering the most. Chronic underfunding and resource diversion to military programs have left hospitals unsafe and deteriorating. But what about other fundamental aspects of life like transportation? Number 6. Car ownership regulations. In North Korea, cars are rare and mainly used by government officials and elites, with only about 30,000 vehicles for a population of 24 million. Private car ownership is nearly non-existent, as vehicles are state property. Most citizens rely on bicycles, walking, or horse-drawn carts, especially in rural areas, due to limited public transportation and expensive fuel. Meanwhile, the elite drive luxury cars, such as Mercedes-Benz vehicles, often given as rewards for loyalty. Pristine roads shown by government media are largely unused, especially outside Pyongyang, where highways are quiet. This highlights severe inequalities in transportation access, reflecting the broader divide between citizens and the elite, sustained by controlled technology and resources. Number 5. Technology and surveillance. In North Korea, technology is tightly controlled to enforce government policies. Communication, including phone calls, texts, and internet use, is monitored, with smartphones operating on a state-managed system called Red Star that tracks usage and sends data to central servers. Citizens access a government-approved intranet instead of the global internet, and attempts to bypass these systems face serious penalties. Public spaces like the Saytek complex provide supervised access to restricted, state-approved content. Domestic calls are monitored, international calls and satellite phones are heavily restricted, and sharing foreign media is regulated. While most citizens face strict limitations, privileged individuals may access global technology for government-approved purposes. Technology in North Korea is a regulated tool to serve governance and national objectives. Yet, even in such a controlled environment, small acts of resistance are making waves. What are these subtle signs of change? Number 4. Subtle acts of resistance. In a tightly controlled country, small signs of change are emerging. Some families discreetly share outside culture and information, while individuals beyond the borders send media offering new perspectives. Despite the risks, more people, especially the youth, are eager to explore different ideas. In less monitored remote areas, small groups exchange knowledge and discuss new concepts, sparking hope for change. These quiet acts of courage, like whispered conversations or shared materials, reflect a desire for growth and a better future, showing that even under strict control, people seek to broaden their horizons. But what about mysterious developments at the nation's borders? Could they reveal new strategies or intentions? Number 3. Mysterious trenches. Satellite images from October the 31st, year 2024, revealed 2 large trenches along North Korea's border with South Korea, disrupting roads and railways. Each trench is over 125 meters long and 7 meters wide, with construction vehicles nearby. Their purpose is unclear, sparking debate over possible military, defensive, or infrastructure goals. Some experts suggest they may regulate movement across the demilitarized zone, while others see them as part of infrastructure projects like tunnels or bunkers. The trenches, coinciding with heightened regional tensions, have blocked essential routes, disrupting border communities and raising questions about their timing and objectives. Meanwhile, on a more personal level, how do everyday citizens demonstrate loyalty to their leaders? Number 2. Symbolic Kim badges. In North Korea, citizens display loyalty to the Kim dynasty by wearing badges with portraits of Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il, or Kim Jong-un, starting from age 5. These badges, varying in design by social or professional status, symbolize respect for leadership and adherence to societal norms. Senior officials often wear badges featuring both Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, while simpler versions are for the general public. Not wearing one can result in public warnings or fines. Badges are expensive and difficult to replace, with some versions costing several months' wages in the early year 2000, creating financial strain for families. A new badge featuring only Kim Jong-un, introduced in the year 2024, highlights his leadership focus. And finally, beneath the streets of Pyongyang lies a network that reveals the regime's priorities in both defense and display. What secrets does the metro hold? Number 1. Metro system. The Pyongyang Metro, built in the year 1978 during the Cold War by Kim Il-sung, is one of the world's deepest subway systems, reaching over 360 feet underground. Designed for both public transport and security, it features blast doors and is believed to connect to military and government sites, showcasing North Korea's focus on strategic infrastructure. The metro serves as a display of national pride, with stations resembling ornate underground palaces decorated with murals, marble columns, and artwork celebrating leadership and history. However, its practical use is limited, with only 2 lines covering 22 miles and speculation about unfinished or restricted sections. For residents, it offers affordable transport with culturally themed trains, while foreign visitors can only access select stations on guided tours, adding to its mystery. If you found today's video interesting, don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Your support is very important to us. Be sure to check out the next video appearing on your screen. You're sure to love the content we bring. Please leave a comment about which country you'd like us to explore next. Thank you for watching, and see you in the latest video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.